Well, never in my short life on planet Earth have I been this touched. Prime Minister, this is a gathering for me of a lifetime. You mean a lot to me, and I'd like to share that with the rest of the group. But what I'd like to start out with is your nation, how it grows each and every day to mirror your values. Albania is a titan in the Western Balkans today. It is the big brother in our NATO region. The other nations in the region wake up every morning and all they have to do is look at your nation, and they know where to go and they know what to do. And that responsibility is daunting. And what I've been able to witness since 2016 when I first started here to the present is growth. And the growth under your leadership has skyrocketed. And it's a reflection of the great people that you lead, but it's also a reflection of the human element that you touched upon. I have to share one story with the Prime Minister. He handed me one of the most thoughtful gifts that I will cherish for a lifetime. And several of you have been able to travel to my office in Belgium. And I have this beautiful picture that captures so much about the first 100 years of the relationship with Albania and the United States. And it came with it a wonderful, wonderful story from the Prime Minister about the trials and tribulations that nations have and how important it is to stay the course. And the United States has with you, and you've been kind enough to let us in. And it's a relationship that I contend will have an even more exciting next 100 years than the first 100 years. I'd like to spend a couple elements to talk about, or a couple of seconds to talk about some of the elements that make this wearing of the uniform so precious, because we have so many military members in here. For most of us in our careers, we yearn for one thing: inspiration. And we typically become inspired by unique human beings that have a way of getting the mission done while still treating everyone with dignity and respect. And you, Prime Minister, in my short 61 years of living, are the greatest embodiment of that leadership. There are so many features about you that are unique, and I say that with the greatest of compliments. You're able to walk into a room of NATO senior leaders, presidents and prime ministers from 30 separate nations, and within a matter of seconds, every single one of those national leaders realize that there is one very, very special, unique human being that embodies inspiration and treating other human beings with dignity and respect. And in my lifetime, Prime Minister, you are that person. I, like everybody else, treasure being inspired. And when you have a national leader that is doing what you are doing for this nation, that is willing to change and iterate and adjust and accommodate and do whatever it takes on behalf of the people that you treat with tremendous dignity and respect, it is inspiring. And to watch Albania grow and to watch the leadership that's been demonstrated in such a short period of time, for me, from 2016 to 2022, it is remarkable. And for so many of you in this room, you gave us your blood, sweat, and tears and hosted one of many exercises, but the one of primacy over the course of the last several years was Defender Europe 21. And it revealed the strength in the biceps of this nation. And for so many of us, we got the distinct privilege to be able to share some time with you face to face, and you gave us a lot of time, and it was tremendously inspiring, Prime Minister. And I thank you so much, human to human, for introducing the one element that we all know that carries the day when it comes to achieving success. It's the human. We have the greatest ships, we have the greatest planes, we have the greatest hardware, we have the greatest software, we have the greatest planners. But without the greatest human leadership, we would fail. And Prime Minister, with you at the helm, that failure is impossible. I thank you so much for this opportunity. I thank you so much for inspiring me as a human being and for inspiring so many others. And I look forward to you and I getting to at least 100 years so we can celebrate this great relationship. Thank you so much, and it's been an honor. Thank you, sir.